How is it going, everyone? I want to give you guys a heads up on an absolutely insane physical game sale over on Woot.com. Woot.com's orders are fulfilled through Amazon. It's 100% legit. They've got a lot of great deals, and right now until the end of tonight, I know I'm getting in on this a little late, but if you're watching this video when it goes up, you've got about 7 or so hours to take advantage of this. You can use the code LEVEL20 to save an extra 20% off on items that are on sale. So the promo code is level20. Make sure you use the promo code when you buy all your games. It's up to $30 off, but it really stacks to make some ridiculously great deals. So I've pulled up all the PS5 games that are in stock as of the recording of this video. There was more stuff in stock, but again, I'm getting in on this a little late, so my apologies, but let's go through it fairly quickly. I should also note, while we won't go in-depth on this video because most of you guys care about the PlayStation deals, there's a lot of Nintendo first-party stuff that's on sale, and you guys know how much those games hold up in price. There's the Pokemon titles. I believe I saw Sword and Shield on there, and a lot of other games that would be worthwhile pickups as far as Nintendo games go. So if you have a Switch, if you want to pick up some Switch titles, this sale also offers a lot of good options on that. Remember, the ceiling is $30 off, so you know you can't buy the entire catalog of titles and you only get one promo code usage, so keep that in mind, but a lot of good options for stuff to pick up. Promo code is level20. Digimon Story Time Stranger is listed at $45, so with the promo code, you will get it for $36. That's a ridiculously good deal for Time Stranger, which is a game that just came out back in October. It's a fantastic game. I highly, highly recommend it, and, you know, at $36, it's a great buy. At $36, it's at that price threshold where I would say even if you're not the biggest Digimon fan in the world, it's a worthwhile JRPG to just pick up and play, and it would be worth it from that standpoint. So that's a great deal. Highly recommend that. FANTASIAN Neo Dimension listed at $25. With the promo code, you'll get it for $19.99. This was originally a mobile title that they kind of updated it, enhanced, and it's really, really good. If you want a quality turn-based JRPG, it's a really good one. I know some people weren't crazy about the story. I thought the story was pretty good. I thought the soundtrack was great. I thought the art direction in it was awesome. You know, in a JRPG like this, even though it initially started as a mobile game, that's not necessarily the sentence of death or anything like that for the game. It's really well done. I had a great time with it, so $20 on that is really good. How about Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, man? With the promo code, you'll end up getting it for $28. Fantastic deal. Loved going through this. You know, Final Fantasy Tactics is such a great game. The RNG sometimes infuriates me, but you know what? Them's the breaks with Final Fantasy Tactics. That's just how you gotta play the game, and you know, I had a great time with it. And narratively, man, Tactics is awesome. It's a bit more of a grounded Final Fantasy story with a lot of political intrigue, and I thought it was really well done on that end. For 28 bucks, man, that's a great price, so definitely would recommend that. If you never played Final Fantasy Tactics before, just bear in mind it is a little bit on the challenging side, so you know, it's gonna be a title that might push you a little bit, let's just put it that way. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, really well received. With the promo code, you can get that for $24. That's a great pickup. If you're into a throwback action platformer, you'll probably have a pretty good time with that. Hell is Us is $35. You will get that discounted for $28, which I think that's pretty good for Hell is Us. Hell is Us is a game that you just kind of gotta know what you're getting yourself into, in the sense of it's a game that really doesn't hold your hand. It leaves you to your devices to figure out the world, and that's kind of the charm of the game. You know, Hell is Us is a game that was built around the idea of player discovery, and I thought it did it pretty well. You know, not every time out do I want to play a game like Hell is Us, but you know, every now and again, a game that's a bit of a throwback in the sense of how much it holds your hand, and that's not much at all. It's a worthwhile game, and I know a lot of people these days bug out over things like yellow paint and all that stuff, so, you know, if you're against yellow paint and the game's really telling you everything, Hell is Us is a game that I think you'll enjoy. And it's not like Hell is Us doesn't guide you, you just have to pay attention. That's the big thing about Hell is Us. You have to pay attention, and you can't be playing the game and looking on your phone or any nonsense like that. You know, actually, I know some people playing through Hell is Us actually kept, like, a notebook next to them so they could write things down. That's the type of game Hell is Us is, so keep that in mind. Borderlands 4 Super Deluxe Edition is $75 on sale, so you save a 20% off on top of that, and that would knock it down to $60, which I mean, it's an okay deal. I just think if you didn't pick up Borderlands 4, brother, at this point, wait a couple of years, wait until all the content is out, and then it'll definitely hit the bargain bin even steeper, but this launched at $130 just 5 months ago, so to get it for 60 bucks, I feel like is pretty damn good, so... You know, I thought I would give mention to that. Elden Ring on sale for $16. I recently did a playthrough of this and totally cheesed the game. I mean, Mimic makes the game so much easier, and playing it as a mage, some people might, if you guys watched how I played Elden Ring, the hardcore Souls-like community would literally send me to the gallows, but you know what, I don't care. Elden Ring's one of those games, man, that the game design is so incredible. However, I would appreciate, and I get it, it's just From Software, and how From Software does their games, it really doesn't tell you anything in terms of a lot of the optional content, but, you know, with the hidden walls and all this stuff, I still had a fantastic time with the game, don't get me wrong, but, yeah, $16 on that is a great deal. Elden Ring, NIGHTREIGN, $20 on that. I got a couple buddies that are super into, Souls-like titles and the FromSoft games that did enjoy this quite a lot. I think, FromSoft, for their first outing for a multiplayer game like this, I think they have something that if they build upon, it can turn out to be something well done. There's not a lot of quality of life in here, and the crossplay not being there is so whack as well. From Software definitely needs to get up to times with that, but you know, $20 I would say is pretty good. Tales of Grace's F Remastered, $17. You save 20% on top of that. You know, if I can do some math here, that would be $3.40 off, so $13.60, I believe, if my math is correct. That's a really good deal for Tales of Grace. I wasn't crazy about Tales of Graces, but the Tales of games, as I've always said, they're super, super consistent JRPGs, and they're always pretty good at the very least. Even like Zestria, which I know a lot of people absolutely vehemently hated, Zestria is pretty decent, but yeah, Grace's F, I would say, is a solid game, and if you like the Tales of games, you'll enjoy it, especially at that price. Granblue Fantasy Relink, the deluxe edition of that, it's $37, you'll save 20%, so you'll get it for $29.60, which I think that's pretty good. Granblue Fantasy Relink is awesome, and it's getting an upgrade coming out soon, so that's pretty good. It is going to be a paid upgrade, bear in mind, $30 I believe it will be, so yeah, pretty good deal there. Sonic X Shadow Generations, $15 is the list price, 20% off will knock it down to 12 bucks. Absolutely insane deal for Sonic X Shadow Generations. You know, people have their opinions with the game being at 50 bucks. At $12, you kidding me? You get the base Sonic Generations game, you get the Shadow campaign as well. Outstanding, outstanding deal. Highly recommend that. The Shadow campaign was fantastic. Rumblings of the next Sonic game getting revealed soon, so, you know, the Shadow game, I feel like, kind of showed us what the Sonic team is capable of in terms of their level design and their gameplay going forward, so I think that portion turned out great, and Generations itself is a solid game, of course, as well. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remastered, $22 on this. You'll save 20%, which would be $4.40. Doing some math, I believe that would be $16.60, so that's a pretty good deal as well. Classic JRPGs, they're great to see it in that collection. Tales of XILLIA Remastered at $22 as well. Same price point, it would be $17.60. I beat this game again. I played it back when I was a kid as well, but recently with the remaster release, beat it again. Had a great time with it. You've got 2 playable main characters, so it is worthwhile to go through the game twice. I just didn't have the time to go back to back and beat it twice again. But yeah, $17.60 on that is great. Silent Hill F, $36 after the 20% discount. Yo, I hated Silent Hill F. You guys know that. I thought the combat was atrocious. The atmosphere was really great, and the story was pretty good, but yo, the combat was just awful in my opinion, but a lot of people liked it, so hey, more power to them. And then Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, a free update for this game did just drop. 20% off, knocks it down to $20, which I think is pretty darn good. I love Space Marine 2 in the sense of it was a throwback to the classic days of shooters in the 360 PS3 era, and I thought it was great in that regard. Over the top action mayhem. Didn't take itself too seriously, but I feel like it was a great time. $20 on that, and a lot of free updates have been dropping on that, so that's great as well. So that's gonna do it for me. Again, wanted to cover these deals. Hopefully, by the time you guys are watching this video, a lot of this stuff is in stock, but some great stuff. That Digimon deal is fantastic. Final Fantasy Tactics, FANTASIAN Neo Dimension's a sleeper here as well. Elden Ring, obviously, really good. And Sonic X Shadow Generations, outstanding deal on that as well. Use the code LEVEL20, up to $30 off. So yeah, definitely take advantage of that. Just a ridiculous sale if you're interested in any of these games. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.